Hi, welcome back. In this episode, we shall be looking at adjectives, and because adjectives have a very close relations with adverbs, we shall be looking at adjectives together with adverbs so that we are able to understand how they are related. The adjectives are part of 8 parts of speech, and they play an important role in shaping how you speak very good English. And that's why it's important for us to learn as new English speakers. As per the definition, an adjective is a word, just a single word, or a set of words, meaning a group of words that modifies, describes, explains, or says something about a noun or a pronoun. Adjectives may come before the word they modify. So basically, adjective is a word, a single word or a group of words that describe or say something about a noun or a pronoun. A noun as in Abdullahi, and a pronoun as in he, she. Now let's look at a couple of examples. The first example is, that is a cute puppy. That is a cute puppy. The word cute is bolded, and it comes just before the noun puppy. Puppy is a noun. Cute is an adjective. The word cute is explaining or describing or saying something about the noun puppy, and therefore cute is an adjective. Let's look at the next example. She likes a high school senior. She likes a high school senior. Okay. She likes high school senior. Okay. Now, at the top there, when we were explaining about adjective, we said adjective is a single word or a set of words. So in the first example where we said that is a cute puppy, adjective is denoted as a single word, cute. But in the second example, she likes a high school senior, adjective is defined or denoted as 2 words, bolded, high school, high and school, a set of words, a group of words. And they are saying something about the noun senior or the pronoun she. She likes, what does she like? She likes high school senior. Or senior, what kind of senior? High school senior. So it's both saying something about the pronoun she and at the same time the noun senior. Okay. Adjective may also follow the word they modify. So in these 2 examples that we've seen up there, the adjective comes just before the noun that it modifies. But at times, as we shall see in the following examples, you'll find that adjectives also comes just after the noun that it modifies or the word that it modifies, whichever, either way, a noun or a pronoun. Let's look at the example. So it's like we've rewritten the example above, and it says that puppy looks cute. That puppy looks cute. So the word cute now is the adjective, and it's modifying the noun puppy. Okay. How does it look? It looks cute. Okay. So the adjective now comes after the noun puppy. In the next example, the technology is a state of art. Okay. So adjective here is denoted as a set of words, state of the art, to explain the type of technology, the noun technology. Okay. The noun technology. The technology is a state of art. Okay. The ministry constructed a state of art hospital. Okay. A state of art hospital. So that one's just coming before the noun. Now, let's go. An adverb is a word or a set of words that modifies verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. So let's look at adverbs. With that few examples and adjectives, let's look at adverbs. And we've said an adverb is a word or a set of words just like the adjectives that modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. So one thing that you'll understand from there is that adverb does not describe or modify noun or pronoun. It modifies verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. So let's look at a couple of examples here. He speaks slowly. He speaks slowly. So the word bolded here, slowly, is the adverb. And what does that slowly modifies? If we stop the sentence here, like he speaks, for example, if we say he speaks, and then someone asks how does he speak? And then you say slowly, he speaks slowly. So the word slowly, the adverb, is modifying the verb speaks. Okay, speaks. It's not modifying the noun or the pronoun. It's modifying the verb speaks, how this man speaks slowly. And the second example, he is especially clever. He is especially clever. So the adverb that we have here is especially, and the word it is talking about or modifying is clever. Clever is an adjective. The word clever is an adjective because the word clever says something about a noun. We can have a clever man, a clever woman, a clever puppy, a clever chicks or something. So whenever you use the word clever, it's a modifier of a noun or a pronoun. So it's an adverb. It is an adjective, sorry. It is an adjective. And the word especially, which is an adverb, is now explaining about clever. It's modifying the adjective clever. Next example, he speaks all too slowly. He speaks all too slowly. Okay. All too now is a higher degree of the adverb slowly. Okay. We already have the word slowly as an adverb, which explains how this man speaks. The word slowly is saying something about how he speaks, or the verb speaks. But now, how slowly? If we ask, to what extent, for example, to what extent does he speak slowly? It is all too slowly. It's so much slow. Okay, so it's modifying the adverb slowly. So we have an adverb all too, which is defining, explaining, or modifying another adverb slowly. Okay, so these three examples very well explains the three different modifications that adverbs make to other different parts of a speech, including itself. An adverb answers how. An adverb answers how, when, where, or to what extent. How often or how much. Daily, completely. Okay, this is also an important rule of thumb to identify whether a word is, or a set of words are adverbs or not. They have to answer the question how, when, where, or to what extent, or how often, or how much. Like for example here, the last example there up, he speaks all too slowly. Okay, so it's to what extent does he speak slowly? So you're saying all too, it's very slowly. But for example, okay. Now, there are some grammatical rules that defines how adverb is formed in different ways, and we're going to look at them. The first rule is many adverbs end in ly. They are formed by adding ly at the end, but many do not. So as much as you look at the rule that says all adverbs end with ly, then you should also know that there are exceptions where adverbs do not end with ly in most cases. Generally, if a word can have ly and added to its adjectives form, place it there to form an adverb. Okay, it means if you have any word that ends with ly and it is an adjective, for example, in its original form as an adjective, if the word naturally have ly at the end, you just use it the way it is, but in a manner to modify an adverb, an adjective, or a verb, so that you show that that word is an adverb. But an adjective that has, for example, because what we are saying here is there are some adjectives that naturally have ly at the end, and if you want to form those adjectives to become adverbs, you cannot add another ly. It's going to look ugly. So because of that, you will only use it the way they are, but from the sentence you'll be able to taste and understand that it's acting as an adverb and not as an adjective. So let's see the examples. She thinks quickly. Okay, she thinks quickly. Okay, so how does she think quickly? How does she think quickly? Okay, so the word quickly is modifying the noun, the verb thinks. If we say she thinks, that sentence could be complete. She thinks. But if we ask the question, how does she think? How does the thinking itself, which is a verb, happens? It happens quite quickly, right? Very quickly. So quickly is the correct form of the adverb in this case for this particular sentence. She is a quick thinker. She is a quick thinker, quickly thinker. Okay, look now. Quick is an adjective in this case, okay, describing thinker. So no need to add ly. Okay, so no ly is attached. Okay, let's look at another example. She thinks fast. Fast answers the question how. She thinks, well, we know that she thinks, but how does she think? Fast. She thinks fast. How? It's answering the question how. So it's an adverb. Fast in this case is an adverb, but fast never has ly. Okay, fast never have ly attached to it. So if we go up a little bit and let's go back to the rule says adverbs form by adding ly. And in these examples, therefore, we're showing the exceptions where we don't add ly in some circumstances. You don't have to add ly, and these are the examples. Okay, so that rule is not always true. There are some exception situations where you don't add ly. That's basically what we mean. Let's look at another example. We performed bad or badly. Badly describes how we performed, right? So ly is added. Yeah. So from these few examples, you'll understand that adverbs sometimes form by adding ly at the end and sometimes not. Okay, so that rule, I think, is now clear. Let's go to the next rule. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. Adverbs that answer the question how sometimes cause grammatical problems, and it can be a challenge to determine if ly should be attached. Avoid the trap of ly with linking verbs such as taste, smell, look, feel, etc. that pertain to the senses of humans. because taste, smell, look, feel, etc. are just senses, our five senses. We use these terms because to translate our five senses as humans. Adverbs are often misplaced in such sentences which require adjectives instead. So let's look at a couple of examples. Roses smell sweet. Roses smell sweet. Or sweetly. Roses smell sweet. Roses smell sweetly. Do the roses actively smell with noses? No, roses do not smell with nose. In this case, smell is a linking verb. Smell is a linking verb which requires an adjective to modify roses. Okay? So no ly is added. So we say roses smell sweet. You can't say roses smell sweetly. No. Next example, the woman looked angry or angrily to us. The woman looked angry to us, or the woman looked angrily to us. Let's see this example. Did the woman look with her eyes? No, she's not looking with her eyes. It is how we are looking at her. Or are we describing her appearance? Yes, we are describing her appearance. We are describing her appearance. That's why we say she looked angry to us. The way we look at her, the way she seems to us, is like she's angry. So that's what we are saying. She appeared angry. That's what it is. So we don't add ly. We just use angry. The woman looked angrily at the paint splotches. In this case, I think she used her eyes, okay? Here, the woman actively looked. Compare this with the previous example where we talked about her. And in this case, she actually used one part of her body, the eye, okay? The woman looked. She used her eyes to see, okay? So the ly is added in this circumstance, angrily. The woman looked angrily at the paint splotches. She feels bad about the news. She feels bad about the news. She's not feeling with fingers, right? No. So we don't add ly. Okay. We shall conclude this lesson, this episode here today. Thank you so much.